I'm Dr. Don Clark. We're at Valle Della Pace, Vineyards and Winery, and the PACE is pronounced Pace because it's Valle Della Pace. It's Italian. It's I'm half Italian, so my mother was completely Italian, my grandmother, and that side of the family, my dad was Scotch-Irish, and so I look like my dad, but I have my heart of my mom, not my Italian side. So that's why the vineyard and our winery is called Valle Della Pace. We're here in Garden Valley, so that's where the valley comes from. And there's a lot of ministries. We have participated in several of the ministries around here. A lot of ministries here, and so the Valle Della Pace means Valley of the Peace. And so we hope that when you visit here, that you will experience a little bit of His peace as you stay and enjoy, a glass of wine or whatever. We've been a Harvest host since probably September of last year, so it hasn't been all that long. But since we joined, we've had several new visitors to our winery that we probably ordinarily wouldn't have had. And most folks buy at least a bottle of wine, but some folks even buy up to a case. We've had one Harvest host actually buy a case of our wine. They enjoyed it so much. We typically have, for example, anywhere between 1 to 3 or 4 Harvest folks come by every weekend. I mean, we didn't have that during the holidays, of course, the Christmas holidays, but now that spring is upon us, we're getting calls constantly from the Harvest host folks. And we like to accommodate, as best we can. We don't have any hookups as yet. Will we put some in? I don't know. We'll see. But usually folks don't mind. They have their campers are completely self-contained. So we welcome folks. We just ask that folks get here before our closing time, which is 6 p.m. So folks can arrive around 5 or earlier. Then we can do a good job of doing tastings with folks. Well, if folks show up around 3 or 4 o'clock between Wednesday and Saturday, for example, those are the days of the week right now that we're open. We're not open on Sunday. But if you show up during that time, we can give you the attention and the detail that we think you folks deserve. So you can come, park, have some time to park your vehicle, then come in for an evening or so of wine tasting, and maybe even have a glass of wine yeah, we can listen to your story and you can hear our story. My daughter is our tasting room host, and that's when she's working. And if you want the best care possible, ask for Bethany. We do have events from time to time, and one of our most popular events is called Bring Your Own Meat. And so you bring your meat, and most people bring steaks, but they can bring sausage and chicken. We have barbecues that we set up, and you barbecue your meat. We provide the baked potato and the salad and all of the fixings, and we typically have some entertainment in the form of a musician or a singer of some type, and so those type of events have been very popular. If you're thinking about being a Harvest host, and in particular, if you are a small business, like we're a family-owned, family-run, business. I got my kids involved with many aspects of our business. So especially if you're family-owned and run, Uh, the Harvest Host will definitely bring you, of course, increased business. You'll meet people from all over the United States. We've met, folks from great distances away that happen to be coming by this area and say, hey, can we stop? And the Harvest Host folks are just lovely people to talk to and to spend some time with. So it's been a great experience for us, and we hope that it would be a great experience for you as well. We finally signed up in September. Actually, it was through a friend of ours from church who was traveling and with an RV. He has an RV, and he had joined Harvest Host and went to several of the locations, and he came back all excited, and he said, hey, Don, you should join Harvest Host because this you get all these people coming in. And well, when somebody tells you that, it takes a while, because you're busy with all kinds of stuff, it takes a while to actually follow through. So, it took us a couple of months to actually follow through with that. But once we signed up and we got all situated, I mean, we started to have calls almost immediately. And so, yeah, the past 6 months have been a good 6 months for us. We look forward to going forward with this. We're members, and I'm the treasurer of the Piney Woods Wine Trail, and we have 20 wineries in the Piney Woods Wine Trail. And at our last meeting last week, I said, hey, there's a great opportunity for wineries if they want to join in on this. It's called Harvest Host, and all you need to do is just let some RVs park on your property. You specify the size of the unit, and you have folks coming and enjoying your wines. It's just another way to get to get your brand out there, for example. It is definitely a marketing tool for us. Now, we had a huge sign on the highway, but that didn't bring many people to our winery. So we are definitely touching a group of people that we ordinarily wouldn't be, serving, let's say. The typical campers that we get, very respectful. They're older, in age, and are just wanting to camp, have a beautiful place, to stay, get to know some folks. I mean, most folks want to talk to people. Most of I mean, we rarely get anybody that doesn't want to tell their story, and wants to listen, to our story. They really want to engage you in a conversation, and I hope that some of the Harvest Hosts that have visited us would go away and say, hey, we're part of the Valle Della Pace family now. I mean, that's the kind of atmosphere that we're trying to build.